Imagine this. You're with your friends, and one of them says, "You are my friends, if you do what I command you." What would you think? Well, this is an actual quote from an actual person. In fact, this is what Jesus said to his disciples. But let's not look at this verse all by itself. Let's see it in context with the story so we can understand what Jesus is saying. This was the last time that Jesus was together with his disciples before he was crucified, and he was giving them really good instruction on how they should continue. This is when Jesus says that he's the vine and the disciples are the branches, and as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. But how will they abide in Jesus? How will they stay with Jesus if he's on his way home to the Father in heaven? So he tells them, "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love." And so there it is, plain and simple. How do we stay with Jesus? If we keep his commands, we'll abide in him, just as Jesus kept his Father's commands and abides in the Father. I think this is best summed up in one of our memory verses, John 14:23. "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him." When we keep his word, we experience God's presence living in us, and that is how we abide in him. Jesus said, "These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full." Without his presence in our life, we're incomplete, but in his presence, there's fullness of joy. And what does he command us? "This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you." Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. And now here it comes. "You are my friends if you do what I command you." Because good friends give good advice, and Jesus is now giving them the most important advice of their life. Because Jesus isn't just any friend, he's the Son of God. And he told them, "No longer do I call you servants, for the servant does not know what his master is doing. But I have called you friends, for all that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you." Jesus has a direct connection to God the Father, but he wasn't keeping any secrets. He was sharing all of this knowledge so that after he ascends to his Father in heaven, his disciples could continue moving forward in the kingdom of God and bearing much fruit. "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should abide, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, so that you will love one another."
Beloved, let us love one another. Lovers of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God. But he that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. So beloved, let us love one another. 1 John 4:7-8. Beloved, let us love one another. For lovers of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God. But he that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. So beloved, love it. Let us love one another. 1 John 4:7 and 8.